Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Or if it's your first time, then welcome. My name is Suzanne. This is Neatly Nailed. And before we start talking about anything, I just want to let you guys know that my hair is wet and it's not a greasy mess. Just in case anybody was wondering. So yes, today we're going to be talking about all things Milani Beauty, Milani Cosmetics, Milani. We're going to be talking about all things Milani. And we're actually going to discuss all their products that I have. Yeah, we're going to go over this look that I created today using all Milani products. So if you are interested in finding out what the best Milani products are, in my opinion, then pause the video, subscribe to my channel. You know you want to. You know you want to. So just do it, okay? Just do it, okay? After you're done, let's head into the video. Okay, so just a small disclaimer. I'm totally feeling myself right now because I'm really digging this eye look. Are you really digging this eye look? Because I am. Okay, so to start off my look today, I went in with a primer. And today I used the Milani Prime Perfection Face Primer, Hydrating and Pore-Minimizing Primer. This primer is oil-free. It has no scent. It's basically like a very, very thin, check it out, lotion. And it does like add some hydration. It has like a little bit of a white tint to it, but when you blend it all out, that goes away. I feel like it has a little bit of a luminosity. The idea that it's both hydrating and pore filling is pretty cool to me. So I went ahead and I just massaged that into my face. And then next we went into foundation. And I went in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I mixed 2 pumps of the light beige with 1 pump of the natural. And I basically just dotted that on my face with a beauty blender and blended that out. This is not the first time that I use the Milani Conceal and Perfect. In fact, when I first started out my channel, it was pretty much what I used all the time. I will link a couple of videos down below so you guys can see what my makeup looked like. I love this foundation. It is a medium to full coverage foundation. It's great. It's a very decently priced. I think, and man, it like lasts forever. I feel like it's quite compatible with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, if I'm not mistaken about the name, but this is just so much more affordable, and I actually like this better. The Makeup Forever HD foundation just, it always felt so heavy, like really, really heavy, and this does not, and I like it. I really like this foundation. I'm wearing it as I've already told you, on my face today, and it's wearing quite nicely. Then I went in with the Milani Retouch and Erase Light Lifting Concealer, and this is in the shade Light. I hate the applicator, the sponge tip applicator. It's so messy, like it looks so disgusting. If you just look at the tube looks really clean and new, and then as soon as you see this applicator at top, you're like, ew, that looks nasty. I don't want to touch that with a 5-foot pole. But yeah, it's a good concealer. I would say it's a light to medium concealer. It's very light. It's liquidy. Check it out. So I just put that. So this is what it looks like. See, it's very liquidy. And yeah, I would say it's about a medium, light to medium coverage. And I just put that in the places where I wanted to conceal and then also illuminate, and I blended that out with a sponge. Now this this concealer does a lot of creasage, so you definitely have to set this concealer. There's no way around it. So what I did was I set it with some Coty Airspun, and actually before setting it, I took the foundation in light beige and I kind of spot concealed because the foundation is actually thicker than the concealer. So the shade light beige is basically my skin tone. So I just spot concealed and I, you know, beauty blended that out. Then I went in with the Coty Airspun and I set my face. And I did my brows off camera because I don't have any Milani products for the brows. And then we went into eyes. Now, as you saw while I was concealing, I also primed my lids. And then I set that also as well with the Coty Airspun powder. And then I went in with these two beautiful palettes, the Most Loved Mattes and the Bold Obsession. So let's do the rundown on this eye look. Close up to my eye. Maybe a little uncomfortable having an eye so close. All right, so I went over my entire lid with the lightest shade in the palette, and that is called Fancy Vanilla. And then in the crease, I went in with My Daily Latte. And then over top of that, I went into Toast of the Town. And I buffed that in as well. And then I went into Catch a Tan and also buffed that in. So I have all those shades in the crease, slowly building, building, building. And then I decided to deepen that area up and actually really warm it up. And so I went into the shade Hiking in Sedona, and I really packed that on, really, really warmed and brightened the whole eye. And then to deepen out the outer corner, I went into Chocolate is Life, and I deepened that up. And then after that, I put aside the Most Loved Mattes. And of course, in between each step, I would go in and just buff that out. Just, you know, make sure that everything is really meshing well. Then I opened up the Bold Obsessions palette, and I continued to deepen up that crease, just that outer corner just a little bit. I went into Brunettes Have Fun, and that is the brown, the dark brown in the palette. Then I decided to go into some shimmers, so I decided to go for that really nice brick orange shadow, and I wet my brush with some MAC Fix Plus, and I went into Blazing Hot, and it's a beautiful, beautiful burnt orange copper shade, and I really liked it. Now, these are not very densely packed. If you guys have ever tried those new Tarte pots, I'm forgetting the name of them right now. Oh, the chrome paint pots. They're not densely packed, so they tend to crumble. Same with these shimmers. So you really have to like pack them. And I noticed that not just packing them on the lids, but also like packing and sweeping really, really helped, you know, put pressure on the shadow, because there was a buttload of fallout. Now these are beautiful, and you can always just do your eye makeup first before you do your face. That is what I would suggest if you're going to be using the shimmers. Now with the mattes, no fallout whatsoever. Great. I mean, they do take a little bit of finessing, but they're beautiful mattes. Really, really nice. Not difficult to work with at all. But like I said, these foiled shadows, they're gorgeous, but they need a little work, and there's a lot of fallout. So after Blazing Hot, I went in with Gold Getter, and then in the inner corner, I went into, I believe it's called, I went into Sands of Time. And that's what I have in my inner corner, and then on my brow bone. So after that, we moved over to liner, and that's the first time I've ever used this liner. This is the Milani Eye Tech Extreme Liquid Liner in the shade 01 Blackest Black, and this is a felt tip liner, and look at that. Really, really pretty. Very, very nice. I've never used that before. This is the first time I've used it, and I'm really liking it. It dries down pretty matte, and it dries down very fast, and it didn't skip over all this glitter and foil that I have on my eyes, so I really appreciated that. And I winged it out, because it was pointed out to me by a friend of mine that I haven't been doing enough winged liner lately, so I was like, there you go, there's a wing. Don't complain. You know who you are. Watch yourself. So then, what did I do then? Oh yeah, then I did mascara and the lashes. Now I don't have any Milani mascara or lashes, so I did that off camera. I basically just curled my lashes, went in with the Voluminous Carbon Black by L'Oreal, and then picked up some Ardell lashes and popped those on. I went with I have the Foaming Lookbook, and I went in with the number 817. If anybody is interested, it is the number 817. Whoa, somebody's blowing up my phone. Okay. Whoa. Sorry about that. I'm a very, very busy person. I'm just kidding. It was a holiday, so I basically got nothing. So anyway, moving on. So we went to the lower lash line, and I dipped into the Bold Obsessions palette because that's one that has the black, and I lined my lower lash line with some black shadow, and this is called Little Black Dress, and then I went in to smoke it out with, funny enough, this shade Smoke Signals. So that is a deep blue, and it's a shimmery blue, and so I smudged that out on the lower lash line, and then I went in with the brush that I had used that had the warm lid shades and the matte warm lid shades, and I just went over that on the bottom. And that is the eye look. Then, after we were done with the eyes and dusting off all the fallout, I went into this Milani Baked Bronzer. And when I got this, I actually recently bought this. I looked at this and I was like, holy crap, that is a lot of gold shimmer, right? Am I right? I'm right, right? And so, ooh, it's like, oh, this is orange. This is shimmery. Can you even see it? No, you cannot. Yeah, you can a little bit. Hold on. Shoo! We're safe. The lashes are still on. Okay. So, moving on. So yeah, so I went in with that, and I warmed up my cheekbones, perimeter of my face, under my jawline with just this really big Sigma brush, just a fluffy brush. I just wanted it to be dispersed evenly all over the place because I did not want an orange line or a line of shimmer, so it just went everywhere. Moving to blush, I dipped into the powder blush, and this is one of their their rose blushes, and this is in the shade Coral Cove, and this is a beautiful blush, corally blush shade, and I went with that all over my cheeks. And then I decided to dip into Luminoso because, you know, everybody knows this shade, so I was like, yeah. And this has shimmer in it, whereas Coral Cove is completely matte. So I did this on the apples of my cheeks and then also the high points of my cheeks for a little bit of shimmer. And then lastly, why not? Because I had this color and I don't want it to be. So wow, my camera just decided to stop recording. I didn't know it could make that decision on its own. Battery's still full, memory card is still empty. Why you shut off? I don't know. So, like I said, so I went in with this all over, it's matte, and then I went in with Luminoso because it has a little bit of shimmer, high points, and apples on my cheek, and then poor Bella Rosa, didn't want it to be left out. I popped this on the apples. Now, this is seriously pigmented, wildly pigmented, so go in with a light hand. So after the blushes, I dipped into the shade that I used on my inner corner, and that is called Sands of Time in the Gold Obsessions palette, and I popped that on the high points. And then we have lip liners. I have two lip liners here. One is a nude, one is a red. I went in with the nude, and this shade is called 09 Spice, and I love this shade. Love this shade, and I popped that on. And then I went in with three lipsticks, and these are all just their regular Milani lipsticks. And on the outer corner, I went in with this brown shade called Double Espresso, and then all over the lip, I went in with my favorite Milani lipstick, and it's called Matte Naked. And then on the edges, just to warm them up a little, I went in with the shade Cabaret Blend, which is a really nice deep red. And then after that, we set the whole face with the Make It Last setting spray, which, as you can see, is almost empty because it is fabulous and I use it all the time. So that is the rundown in one breath of everything that is on my face. I really like Milani products. I think they are really, really great. I think they're decently priced. I gotta be honest, I think they're decently priced. The smash hits for me are the foundation and the setting spray. I've also tried the Make It Dewy setting spray, and I really, really liked it. It was making my face look really, really good, but when you get to the end of the bottle, it gets very shimmery. So I used basically like this much of it, and then the rest I couldn't use. Like I ended up tossing it because it's so shimmery. So I don't know if I'd pay to get to use half the bottle probably, because it really looked really nice. It gave me like a nice all around healthy glow, which I really, really like. Oh, I have hair like everywhere. But yes, love Milani. Love Milani. Their lipsticks are beautiful. Very wearable, beautiful lipsticks. So yeah, that is everything I have in my Milani collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed this makeup look. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. Be sure to hit that subscribe button before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Let me know in the comment section below what your favorite Milani products are, if you've ever tried any Milani. If you haven't, let me know what you plan on trying out, if any. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment below. And yeah, thanks so much for sticking around. I will see you in my next video. Bye.